One of the sad things that came out, man, Big 30, which I believe is his cousin, and that's Pooh Shiesty. That's Big 30's his brother. I believe Big Scar is Pooh Shiesty's cousin, man. And
Okay.
he was just like, he doesn't even want to tell Pooh Shiesty about what happened. And he just it seemed like it'd be more one of those really difficult conversations to have to tell somebody, especially when they're in jail, you know.
Yeah.
How can you relate to that?
I can relate to it easily because like I've been out and I had an opportunity to talk to Vaughn on the phone. Vaughn was locked up for a lot of the he was locked up, if you know him, he locked up a lot of the times. And so people would die, and now I'm on the phone with Vaughn, and then you gotta hear his sorrow and his pain and his hurt. And the problem is, where I see the thing is, when we get these stories while we are in there and we don't learn from them, Cam. We don't be learning from nobody. If somebody else die this way, people don't learn from it. A wise man gonna look at your downfall and say, ooh, don't want to go down that way because I already see where it leads to. So for me, it just brings me to a moment of really, I wouldn't say it's better that he died the way he did, but I was just thinking to just say if he was killed, Pooh Shiesty would probably have revenge on his heart. Probably have revenge on his mind. And that's the most times what I remember about my own times, because our homies wasn't dying from no pills or no car accident. You dying from the fire. Somebody else sinning. So it's hard, but as people, we gotta learn to learn from their mistakes. How Pooh Shiesty got locked up. If you a rapper, you should see what he did, and you should want it. But ain't nobody learning. We looking at it, and we should. Niggas be so cocky. They like, it won't be me. Keep saying it won't be you, and the Most High gonna show you. Oh, I used to do the same thing. Talk about somebody, and because I believed in God, I thought it couldn't happen. And the same thing I talked about them for doing, I found myself doing. And I was like, how I'm doing this? Because don't say you can't don't and won't do nothing. You don't know what life got to offer. You can be just as them. It's just to show people we all one and the same in a way to God. We all filthy. We all filthy. That's what the Bible say, man. But he tries to come to us and make us unfilthy, man. But yeah, learn from their mistakes, man. That's what I say.
Not too long ago, PNB Rock was killed in South LA. And he walked into Roscoe's. He had a lot of jewelry on. He was killed. The dudes got arrested. But one thing that I seen, a lot of people were mad at LA. They feel like a lot of rappers have died in LA. And, I kind of wanted to ask you about Chicago, because Chicago was another place where a lot of rappers have died. What do you think Chicago would be like if Chicago had the same tourist type of attraction has LA?
What I think it would be like if it had the same type of tourist, I would say it would be less deaths for sure. Obviously people dying in Cali, but I guarantee you it ain't nowhere near in high numbers as in Chicago, because they have police and things in place to keep ignorance out. So if Chicago was a tourist attraction like Cali, it would be less deaths and stuff. But I feel like I was getting a different question from you, so I'm going to talk about that. Why we see so many deaths in Chicago, and why we see so many deaths is there's been a lot of innocent bloodshed that creates an atmosphere of sorrow. The whole atmosphere with Chicago, with the rappers. Chicago has a light right now, truthfully. And the thing is, if you got a light in you, and me being a spiritual person who could see your light, which is Satan, I could use that light to shine brightness on what I want to shine brightness on. And I feel like he does that. And more people die in Chicago is because of the atmosphere that's around. We get a bunch of dudes who trying to get rich off drill music. You get a bunch of killers, quite frankly, and people who will soon to be killers, because most of them, if you hang around killers, if you hang around 8 killers and you the ninth person, what you gonna be? The ninth killer, right? We all know these things. If you hang around 3 rich people, and you the first person, you gonna be rich. So it's like we need to understand that it's the atmosphere of so much hurt, so many lost souls who ain't got no hope. So if I don't have hope, Cam, you think I care about shutting your lights out? I don't care if somebody do mine. I don't care if they take mine. Why I care about yours, nigga? If I don't care about my own well-being, how can I care about somebody else? We got a bunch of hopeless people doing what hopeless people do. And then we create hope and more evil pathways, which is, nigga, now I ain't never had no hope to get nothing, but now my hope is killing somebody and rapping about the same person that I killed and hoping that the world will glorify me to a point like a King Von. Von wouldn't be nowhere right now if he didn't kill, or we ain't know him for the killing those people. Would y'all care about him? I'm just saying, would he even start rapping if he would never done those things? We live in a world where literally you get paid for being a bad person, for living a terrible life, and we need to see, why is this world paying them for being bad people? Because the prince of the power and the ruler of this air gonna repay you for doing his will. That's why you get Lil Durk famous and all he do is put curses on himself and people. But Satan gonna pay them for what he want them to do. Period. But that's why the atmosphere is messed up, man.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.